na-esilele Good evening and good night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Abiyama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukika Abiyama onye na-efe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwere n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile oto niile dịrị aha nsọ gị onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee eziokwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ na nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna ihere bụ nke niile etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you're joining me from. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for connecting. Share the video to all platforms. Share it to your family and friends. Let them join us. Let's have some very serious interactions. We have to continue on our struggle on what we are doing. We don't have to relent in our effort. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. It's not a joke. It's never been a joke. We have to be serious in whatever we are doing. We have to get more serious in what we are doing, every action we are taking. We have to continue to do everything possible to see that our voice is being heard. And that is exactly what I've come to do today, to air my strong opinion on certain things that are happening. There are a lot of things that are happening in the contraption called Nigeria that are not right. And I'm here to talk again, more especially in the issue of distraction. There has been a lot of distraction. The next strategy of the Janjaweed now is distraction. They are trying to distract us from that which is important. The distraction is so much that if you are not careful, you are going to miss the target. Distraction, that is what we want to speak about. There has been a lot of distraction. You go to social media, you go to the conventional media, they pump in different kinds of distraction to distract us from that real thing that matters. And we cannot allow that. Don't allow that as a Biafran. Do not allow that as an Oduduwan. Do not allow that if you are from the Middle Belt. If you are indigenous in that very tribe, in that very country called Nigeria, any indigenous tribe you might belong, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your dialect. It is high time you focus on that which matters, which is freedom. The freedom of the indigenous people in the country called Nigeria. We have to continue to speak about freedom more than ever. Don't be distracted. The strategy that they are using now is to make sure that they get us distracted. That is the new strategy they're using, to make sure they get us distracted from the real thing and make us not to focus. Are you going to allow yourself to be distracted? I will not allow myself to be distracted, and I don't want you to allow yourself to be distracted. This distraction is their next weapon they are using. It is coming from different directions. It will come from your closest friends. It will come from your own parents. It will come from the people you trust. It will come from the politicians. It will come from the members of IPOB. It will come from the most reliable people you can think of. The distraction is going to come. They are pushing in this distraction from all angles, more especially from their conventional media. You know, the media in Nigeria have been hijacked. There is no message you pass out there that the media are going to share. They won't. They will make sure they suppress everything you are doing, suppress everything you are saying, and push the wrong narrative of the event. But we will continue to push the real narrative. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying or what people are doing. We will continue to do that which is right. And that is what I have come to do today. Recently, you see the video that is flying on social media. That video that is flying on social media about one Pastor Jeremiah and one Igbo Lord himself, Matthias. That very video that people are sharing, making it to go viral, is a distraction. Yes, it is a distraction. We don't have to remove our eyes from the main focus. The major enemy that we have is the Fulani Janjaweed, and they are the one that is making sure that every indigenous tribe do not succeed. Don't lose your focus. Don't change the narrative. Do not help this Janjaweed to change the narrative. That very video that you people are pushing around, the people who you are supposed to focus on are the Fulani Janjaweed, the Fulani terrorists. The government that is killing everybody, including the pastors, including the reverend, the imam, every single person. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. We are facing one single enemy from all directions, from all angles. And that enemy is whom we are going to face. We have to get focused. Stop losing your focus and stop losing your attention. If you see what that young man is fighting for, what you call him, Matthias or whatever you call him, that noise he's making, I call it a noise because so many people who have got that part could not make any difference. You can't make any difference from that very road. Before you can treat a sickness or you can treat any sickness, first of all, you have to diagnose that sickness correctly. If you do not diagnose an illness correctly, you cannot be able to treat that illness. We have all come together to dialogue the illness of the contraption called Nigeria. The reason why every single person is suffering in that contraption called Nigeria. The reason why the evil that is happening in Nigeria is happening. We have all come to conclusion to find out that the people who are orchestrating this evil, who are pushing this evil, are the Fulani Janjaweed. And they are succeeding in it because we have something that is called One Nigeria. Nigeria is the supporter of that very evil. And if you do not destroy Nigeria, there is no way you can destroy anything anybody is saying or doing anywhere. Every evil they are orchestrating on different angle, on different section. If you don't destroy Nigeria, you cannot succeed in anything. You can't succeed in anything you want to say. You can't succeed. It will be very difficult for you to make a headway if you don't destroy Nigeria. So do not lose your focus. So many people are focusing on things that are just a mere distraction. You are talking about a pastor who decided to give money instead of healing. You are talking about a pastor who you call a fake pastor. Pastor you call a fake pastor is able to get people to come to him because the system in the country called Nigeria is not working. That pastor is able to be relevant because the Janjaweed have made that country so impoverished that you cannot get anything right. It doesn't matter how you try. That is why our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always channeled his energy to Asorok, channel his energy to the school where the head, where that very problem is. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have diagnosed that problem for you and I. Most especially those of us who are Biafrans. Those of us who are Biafrans, we have diagnosed that problem and know the reason why we are suffering what we are suffering. Pastors are not our problem now. If we get it correct, if you get it correct and succeed in getting Biafra, all these minor problems are going to die a natural death. They will die a natural death. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have explained in several occasions how Biafra is going to be run. Biafra will be run under a constitution that everybody will obey and understand. The people of Biafra, the people of Odudua, when they break out from the contraction called Nigeria, they have learned a love lesson that will make them to write a constitution to have a system that works. A system that will make some business that you see that are booming. Those business that you see that are booming in this corrupt Nigeria, they are booming because they are in Nigeria. The business of healing and business of pastorship or whatever you call them, their business is booming because we are still in the contraption called Nigeria. As long as Nigeria continues to exist, there is nothing you can do about a fake pastor, a fake imam, or a fake traditional healer. All these traditional healers, all these fake pastors and fake imams, all of them will continue to perpetrate their evil until you destroy the origin, which is the Fulani Janjaweed and their caliphate. The Nigeria, these people who are promoting this one Nigeria, they are the people supporting all this evil. And there is no way you can stop those evil except you destroy that very contraption, that very connection where they have connection. If you like, talk from today to the next year against Jeremiah, whatever you call him, it is not going to yield any fruit. You are just causing a distraction from the main struggle. You are creating a distraction. Satan is using you. Satan is using you to work for the Janjaweed unknowingly. Go and check the social media. Check the social media. You won't even hear news of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. People are not talking about the unconditional news of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody is talking about Jeremiah. Talking about Jeremiah. Everybody talking about Jeremiah. Everybody talking about Jeremiah. Everybody is talking about Jeremiah. An irrelevant thing that Satan have introduced to distract you from the main agenda. And many people are following that very topic. Many people are making that video go viral. Instead of you focusing on the main enemy, a single enemy that have been diagnosed properly. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have diagnosed the enemy properly, and you know the enemy. And then get the enemy and make sure that we defeat that enemy. You wouldn't do that. You are busy talking about irrelevant things that don't matter. Things that doesn't hold water. This is a distraction. It is a distraction. Do not distract yourself. Don't distract yourself. The single enemy that you know, I know, are the Fulani Janjaweed. And the only thing that is holding every one of us captive, the only single thing that is holding every one of us captive is this very destruction we are talking about. This very one Nigeria. It is one Nigeria has put us in the condition that we are today. One Nigeria is what has put us in the condition that we are today. And if you are losing your focus to fight that common enemy that every one of us know, you are losing your focus. You are missing it. You are missing it. Everything you are seeing today is being caused by the evil agenda of this Janjaweed. Look at the distraction they are bringing. They are very good in this. They are very good in distraction. Look at the story of the young boy that was killed. Look at the story of the young boy that was killed in the dormitory. Why was that boy killed? The main reason why that boy was killed is because that boy is in Nigeria. It is because that boy is in Nigeria. That is why that boy was killed, and nothing else. If it were to be in a sane country where the rule of law is working, a school like that Darwin can never exist. You will not have such a school. You will not have such a school. But in the Nigerian system is made in a way that they promote everything that is evil. Everything that is evil is being promoted by Nigeria. And Britain are supporting it because it pays their own bill. It pays their bill. Do you blame them? It is about interest. The countries of the world you are looking upon to help you can never ever help you because the evil that is happening in the country called Nigeria is promoting their own interest. That is why you see Nigeria can never ever know peace nor survive. At every point in time, you see them bringing one thing or the other to distract us from the main issue. They are distracting us from the main issue. The young boy that you saw that died in that school died because he's a Nigerian. He died because he is studying in Nigeria. The parents did so well to protect him up to the extent of taking him to the boarding school, thinking that boarding school will be safe. They didn't know that they were going to take him to a den of lions. Those lions you see in the Aso Rock, those lions you see in the House of Assembly, all those criminals you see in the House of Assembly, you see in those politicians you see in Governor's House, you see in big places, their own children are still evil. The children are learning from their fathers. They are learning from their fathers. You see such kind of a school, is it the secondary school or whatever, having a cult group that can be able to torture a child up to death. A cult group, they were not scared, they weren't afraid. They want to impose their superiority on their fellow young child. On a fellow young child, they impose their superiority on that child to make up to the extent of taking the life of the child. They don't care. It is because of the system you are running in Nigeria. When we say that system of Nigeria breeds evil, system of Nigeria breeds evil, it breeds corruption, it breeds criminality. That is the only thing you can get in Nigeria. It doesn't matter how rich your parents are. It doesn't matter how rich you are. That is why you see some people who think that because they are rich, it doesn't concern them. When you are talking about the issue of freedom and the freedom of Biafra, it doesn't concern them. Simply because they feel they are rich, they have it all. But it will concern you. By the time the Fulani terrorists catch you on the highway, it will concern you. You think maybe you will be taking flight to go any place you want to go in flight. They are going to come to your house. The terrorists are even in the school of your children. The terrorists are there. Look at that innocent child, how they took away his life. Look at how that innocent child lost his life in the hand of a terrorist children who are being trained and brought up in a terrorist country. How do you think that you can ever get something good from that country? How do you think you can get something good from that country? And they are using it as a distraction. After knowing fully well that the main problem of the contraption called Nigeria has been diagnosed and seen that the problem we are having is because we are calling ourselves Nigerians. Because people are being brought together to sit in this very evil company called Nigeria. That is why everybody is dying. That is why everybody is suffering. We have to channel our energy, every energy we have, channel it on this very destructive Janjaweed terrorists. Channel it on destroying this very one Nigeria that is holding us bound. That is what you're supposed to do. Don't distract us. You see people who are promoting these videos, more especially the video of the pastor. People who are promoting those videos, they are people who have never used their platform one day to talk about the freedom of their own people. Some of them have never used their platform to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them, when you see their program, they don't spend more than 2 minutes to talk about the freedom of their people. But when it comes to this very issue of a pastor or whatever, because they want to draw attention to themselves, they begin to speak about it. They give a full program to something that is meaningless, a distraction. You give a full program to a distraction. Even those who call themselves agitators, Biafra agitators, Odudu agitators, they give a full program, a full day program on an irrelevant thing. You are fighting against a pastor. Ask yourself, what did the pastor do wrong, by the way? What did he do? That he's performing fake miracle. That he gave somebody money instead of giving the person healing, he gave money. If you are logical, if you try to be logical, it is not everybody that goes to a doctor that is being healed. There are some people that go to a doctor after spending all amount of money, huge amount of money, they will still die in their sickness. The same thing is applicable in healing. It is not everybody that goes to a pastor that's been healed. And I'm not defending any pastor or telling you that pastors are a saint. There are a lot and lots of devilish pastors in the country of Nigeria. But the reason why they are able to survive is because they are in Nigeria. The reason why that evil of fake pastor and fake prophecy is going on is because of the contraption called Nigeria. They have backup, even from Asorok. They have backups. And when the pastor threatens you and tell you that he's going to arrest you, you begin to shout and disturb the whole crowd. Of course he's going to arrest you. They are connected. That is why we are focused on the real enemy. We are focusing on the real enemy that have come to destroy everybody, including the pastors themselves, including the imam, including the traditional native doctors you see. Corruption is everywhere. The name of Nigeria itself is corruption. If you want to destroy corruption, you have to destroy Nigeria. If you want to destroy corruption, you have to destroy Nigeria. If you don't destroy Nigeria, it is a waste of time. You keep on wasting your time. You keep on wasting your time because Nigeria was not structured to favor you. Nigeria was not made to favor you. It was not meant to serve a good purpose for you. All that is why people who are in that Nigeria, who are being selected to run the affairs of Nigeria, will continue to lie for you. They will continue to lie to you. They will continue to lie to you on every single occasion. In every opportunity, they will continue to lie to you. Even when they know that the contraption called Nigeria has nothing to offer to anybody in this planet Earth. They have nothing to offer to you. They have no plans for you. They cannot protect you. They know it very well, but yet they cannot speak up for you. They can't say the truth. They can never say the truth. They pretend it's all well. You see them on the conventional media. When you see them on conventional, they will come and speak grammar, speak all manner of English. At the end of the day, ask them, what is the solution to the problem? They will not offer you any solution. They will offer you any solution. That is why I said I do not believe in anything that has to do with political solution. I say it and I say it again. In this very contraption called Nigeria, I don't believe anything called political solution. Because people whom you are expecting to go and speak for you politically, they are evil men. Who are those who are going to give us freedom? Is it these people who have been watching us being killed? Is it these politicians who have been watching people being killed? They saw the indigenous people in the country called Nigeria being killed during the time of NSAS. NSAS, when people were protesting, asking for a good Nigeria that we know that will never come. They tried it out. They want to ask for a good Nigeria. They were singing national anthem. They were holding their flag. Yet, this government, these politicians came together and released killing upon them, released death upon them. Many of them were shot and killed. And up to today, they deny it and they refuse them burial. So many of them, they took away their corpse. Their corpse were not fine. This is the country that is holding everybody captive. And the earlier you focus on that enemy, the better for you. Stop the distraction. Stop distracting yourself from the real enemy. Put your eye on the goal ball. Put your eye on the ball all the time. Put your eye on the ball. What we are pursuing is nothing but freedom. The freedom of every indigenous tribe in the country of Nigeria. That is what we are pursuing. Freedom for all. The Biafrans are leading the charge for freedom. And Biafrans are fighting on different fronts, on daily basis, speaking out loudly. Our Ududuan brothers are doing their own very best on their own side. The Middle Belt are speaking up. Continue to do that. Continue to raise the tempo. That is the right thing to do. But instead, you are seeing distraction. Distraction, even from the inside, even among some of us who call ourselves agitators, you see them distracting each other. Go and check. They are the one promoting unnecessary things that doesn't matter, talking against themselves, instead of focusing on the enemy. Focusing on the enemy. Everything you are seeing, every propaganda you are bringing, the major problem where they succeed in bringing all those propaganda is because you still have something that is called one Nigeria. Nigeria was not structured to favor you. And British will always support Nigeria because Nigeria pays their bill. It is because of Nigeria that they are what they are today. They have stolen enough and they have gotten used to the fraud happening in Nigeria that they cannot let go of it. It is you and I that will free ourselves. That is why you have to start speaking up from your corner, wherever you are. Start speaking up. Don't be silent. It doesn't matter what anybody does. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter the angle they are coming from. It doesn't matter the propaganda they bring. continue to stand on the right path, in the right path of truth. Speak the truth always. Speak the truth. You are not going to die speaking the truth. And even if you die, if you say the truth, you will die. If you don't say the truth, you will die. Why not say the truth and die and be remembered the time to come? And be remembered. We are asking for a seat at home today. You have seen the propaganda going against the seat at home. They are blocking it to make sure even they don't allow people abroad now to get the information about the seat at home. They don't want to share the videos of the seat at home so that we don't know that people are sitting at home. But I know very well that people are sitting at home today for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yesterday, people who are supposed to be agitating for this seat at home were carried away by irrelevant things. Instead of calling for a seat at home that people are supposed to be back today, yesterday people were carried away for irrelevant things, talking about a pastor. Talking about a pastor, that was what we were saying yesterday, discussing about issue of a pastor and somebody who decided to insult him or do whatever they want to do together. You use it to occupy the whole social media. You were not talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today you see the report that came out. The report that came out today is that the condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not okay. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been denied food. Even food, he is denied food in DSS. The brother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come to speak out and shout that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been denied food. They don't give him food to eat anymore. And you think you can move this Janjaweed by sitting at home, by not sitting at home. You see, this is why I said, if you are trying to mellow down and bring down the tempo, you are destroying yourself. You don't know what you're doing. Anybody that is telling you to calm down, do it this way, do it calmly, that person is deceiving you. And the person is a paid agent of the Janjaweed, either knowingly and unknowingly. There are so many people who are supporting the Janjaweed and promoting the affairs of the Janjaweed unknowingly in the southern part of Nigeria. So many people in the southern part of Nigeria are promoting that thing that will kill them, that thing that will enslave them, that thing that will make their family slave. They are promoting it unknowingly. Some of them do it intentionally. They don't care because of their selfish interest and what they stand to gain. How long shall we continue on this evil path? You see, that is why sometimes when I look at things, I begin to wonder, why didn't these people they call our founding fathers? What did Zeke see that made him to begin to wait for the Northerners for independence? Why didn't Zeke see this coming? You see them telling lies everywhere. Lies and lies and lies. A lie that even their elites know that is a lie. Those people you call your representative know that everything they are telling us are lies. You know it's a lie. Why are you still bent on promoting that lie? They told you unity in diversity. There is no unity anywhere. What you have in the contraption called Nigeria is destruction. The difference is so much that they are just like water and oil, and they can never ever miss. The more you continue to force these two things to miss, you continue to cause problems and create chaos everywhere. Why are you lying to yourself? Why are you distracting yourself? Why are you taking your eyes away from the ball? The only enemy that we know is the Fulani Janjaweed. And every other trouble you are seeing in Nigeria is connected to it. If you break up Nigeria, 80% of the problem you are seeing today will be solved. I'm not saying you don't have evil men in the southern part of Nigeria. I'm not saying you don't have evil men in Biafra land. We have a lot of them. But when you break it up, 80% of the problem you are seeing today, you will see it no more. It will automatically disappear. But when you are still holding on to a foundation that is faulty, a foundation that is promoting everything that is evil, you are holding on this. How do you think that you can ever get something that is right? It can never happen. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time, because the people you are promoting, the people you are talking about, they know that it can never work. And I want to share a video with you. Watch this video with me closely from beginning to end. At the end of the video, we will come and digest it to show you that everything that you are seeing in that country called Nigeria is fake. They know it, but they are hiding from it. Every lie they are telling us, they are all lies. Everything you are hearing from the Senate, from the presidency, it is all lies. Including those who told you they're going to bring in a political solution. They are all lying to you. I want you to watch this video carefully before we come back.
I don't want to be even bothered with all this revenue allocation thing. The thing that bothers me is that we lie to each other. We come, we commit. We say we are one Nigerians, we are patriotic, we are Menene, we are for unity, kada, kada, kada. Then we go home and what do? We sink back into the same primordial emotions that destroyed Balewa, destroyed Bello, destroyed Zik, destroyed the people, the thousands, maybe millions of people who died in Biafra. We committed ourselves at the end of the Civil War to create a nation where each Nigerian shall become the equal and the substitute of his brethren, regardless of his tribe or religion, or his area of location. That is what informs the present structure, posture, formula, and formulation that attends the present state of governance in Nigeria, including revenue allocation. The world has changed. People have dropped national boundaries everywhere. And you are sitting here as the elite, the cream, and you are talking about, I own this, you doing this, you doing this. My friends, please, get back the spirit with which this conference started. Get back the spirit of 1970. Or further back, 67. Get Boro Ali from Obasanjo. I believe he has many sins, but one sin you cannot accuse him of is abandoning the platform on which he and colleagues were ready to die. And many died. He hasn't abandoned the one Nigeria.
You have listened to what I said. These people know fully well that Nigeria can never ever work. They know. They know that there is no one Nigeria anywhere. They will come out and preach for you one Nigeria, but at the back, they are doing a different thing altogether. Very different thing. That is what you see from them. People who come to promote in your face, they will tell you about one Nigeria. And by the way, that man that is speaking is from Bauchi State. And I believe that that man that is speaking is Hausa, not Fulani. That man should be an Hausa man, not a Fulani man. He's dead already. He's late. These are the evil that we are seeing on daily basis. Propaganda upon propaganda. Nigeria is not one and can never be one. The single enemy that we have, the most destructive enemy we have, are the Fulani Janjaweed. They brought terrorists into Nigeria. And that terrorist that have brought, they want to continue to dwell in that terrorism and make sure that they involve every other person into that terrorism. They want every indigenous tribe to pay for their own terrorism. And they are not looking back in it. Pursuing the agenda of their forefather, Uthman Dan Fodio, to dip their Quran into the deep sea. And you want to play into their hand. How long shall we continue to be silent? How long shall we continue to watch and see all these things happen? How long? Even our founding, the problem of Nigeria didn't start today. It has a faulty foundation, even from amalgamation. Everything about Nigeria is faulty. Everything is faulty. That was why Awolowo was telling Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, let us go and leave these people. They are not ready for independence. The North told you that they are not ready for independence. The Fulani man was saying that they don't want independence. Yet, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe continued to wait for them. He has waited for them today. Look at where he has landed us. He has waited for them to come at the end of the day. They landed us in quota system. A quota system that has made an uneducated person to run affairs ahead of somebody who is educated. That is where we have found ourselves. How long shall we continue to pursue this very evil? How long shall we continue to be silent? It is not going to be easy. But the major thing is that you don't have to be distracted. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given us a foundation that we have to build on. A foundation of truth based on consistency. We have to continue to demand for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How do you make that request? You don't just say it and relax. The sit at home has to continue. Continue to embark on the sit at home every Monday and every other day that is added. Continue to embark on that sit at home. That is the only way we can be able to survive on what is happening. That is the only way you can save life. If you refuse to get involved in this sit at home, it is going to be very difficult. It is going to be very difficult. You can see what our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in a deep problem as I'm speaking to you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not eaten. They don't give him food anymore. His brother have come out to cry out after visiting him that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that they don't feed him anymore. They want to starve him to death. And you think because you know you fold your hand, that is where they will listen to you? It is only when you continue on the civil disobedience and the world will pay attention and begin to call the attention of these idiots to do what they're supposed to do. You see the reason why I say you have to increase the tempo. If you are praying, pray more. If you're speaking, speak more. If you're embarking on civil disobedience, increase it. Anything you can do to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released unconditionally on your own way, continue to do that. In your own way, continue to do that. Don't allow yourself to be deceived. Nigeria is not for you, neither is it for me. Gone are the days when even then, those days when they were talking that Nigeria was better, it was not better for anybody. The killing has been there. The division has been there. You saw the interview that was given to Ahmad Bello by BBC years ago, years before I was born, years before you were born. In that interview, you saw the hatred coming out of Ahmad Bello against the southern part of Nigeria, mainly the Igbo-speaking Biafrans. It was so much that the British man who was asking, what have you seen in this? What have they done to you that you hate them so much? Ahmad Bello had nothing to say. He only said, because we are hardworking. Because if you put us in a labor camp, we march from that labor camp to become a hero. That is why the Janjaweed don't want to see us with their eyes. That is why they want us dead. The hatred has been there. Why are we lying to ourselves? Why are we lying to ourselves from different angles, or different locations, lying to ourselves when we know the truth? Why can't we embrace the truth once for once? Embrace the truth and set the record straight so that the things will be done right. The people you are hoping on to give you political solution can never ever bring any solution to give us freedom or actualize Biafra. You can see them. You can see what they are doing. Every evil they are doing is coming in the open now. Recently, Abarubi have issued a statement on the visit of Ojuzo Kano to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The visit of Ojuzo Kano to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was for a political game. You know their politics is ahead. They are preparing for their presidency. And now they are using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a bet for their evil. They are using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for their political gain. These are people who did not speak when people are being massacred. They were there while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on Radio Biafra crying every day, asking Nigerian government to stop killing his own people, fighting for his own people. They were there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed a security organization. They were there. They were being demonized. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being demonized and called them. Yes, sir, being fought against. They were there. They didn't speak. They were all silent. But all of a sudden today, they are all waking up to give a voice, give a fake voice, convincing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to leave the struggle of Biafra. I trust the person we are following. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just a leader. He is somebody who is committed, consistent, and very sincere. He has said it time without number that he is not going to disappoint us. It is we that will disappoint him. And you can see it happening. Today, when you call for sit at home, for the release, unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you see some idiot from all angles preaching against it. You see some idiots on their platform, they are busy promoting themselves. Busy talking about irrelevant things. They're not even speaking about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are waiting for any hot topic, any trending topic you see, they jump in it. People who are supposed to be fighting for freedom, any trending topic they see a trending topic, all of them will jump on it and they will lose focus. Look at the trending topic. The trending topics we are seeing, these are what the agitators are discussing on their own forum. Instead of speaking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, today Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing a great challenge. He cannot be fed anymore. You are just talking about not sleeping with pillow. We were complaining about not sleeping with pillow. We are complaining about not communicating with people. Now they have added more. Instead of reducing in their wickedness, they have added more. That is the Janjaweed for you. That is the Janjaweed for you. Instead of reducing in their evil, they have added starvation. You see, these people don't listen to you. They don't care what you want to say or what you want to do. They don't care about anybody. This Janjaweed, they don't care about anybody. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They care about themselves alone. That agenda of dipping the Quran into the Atlantic Ocean, that is the only agenda they have. They don't care what they want to say. The lawyers came, were protesting. You saw the court that just held. They told him in the court, go and change his room, do this and allow him to pray. Instead of doing those things they were told to do, they added starvation to the torture. They have added starvation to the torture. And you think it's going to be well with you. You think it's an easy task. It is not an easy task. That is why every single Biafran has to wake up. Wake up and speak on top of your voice. Wake up and shout if you can shout, cry if you can cry, pray if you can pray. Ask for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the right thing to do. The Nigeria you see are filled up with evil men, bunch of liars. Nigeria has nothing to offer you. The only agenda Nigeria have is to make sure that you remain a slave. And if you don't understand it better, I'm going to play another video for you to watch and see what is going on in a country that you believe that might one day stand for you. They will never stand for you. Watch.
I speak with passion. I'm deeply emotional. There's fever in my body. Pain racks the body. And I have to hold on to something to steady my stand. I have to hold on to something to steady my stand. I have wept for this country on several occasions. I will try not to do so today, but it looks like I'm failing. You must be wondering why I owe, because I owe this country much more than I can ever pay back. I grew up in the UN. You are wondering whether that's the United Nations. No. I grew up in the UN, which is Utopia, Nigeria. For indeed, at that time, Nigeria was my utopia. It would be an insult to call my father polygamous. He was multigamous. The number of his wives that I know is more than all of the excellencies and honorables who are sitting out here today. I came as number 39 in the list of my father's children. We were being bred as hands for his farm. Then we had good governance. Just before the colonial masters left, the government of Obafemi Awolowo introduced free primary education in my region. It was not just only free, it was also compulsory, giving my father no choice of sending me to school or going to prison. He took the simpler way and sent me to school. From that singular act began my journey of indebtedness to my country. After the free education in my village close to Ilesha, now in Osun State, I took an entrance examination and got admitted on partial scholarship to the government college in Ughelli, now in Delta State. Nobody followed me to take the exam hall. Nobody followed me to the interview. From there, I moved on to ABU Zaria on full federal scholarship to read veterinary medicine. All my education was done in Nigeria. Going to Ughelli from Ilesha, a 2-day journey, was in the army's transport without anybody escorting me. I was just about 12 years old then. Our parents handed us over to the driver with money for our food. If there was any change, the driver would hand over the balance to our parents on his way back through Ilesha. So it was. I left Zaria at 12 noon after I finished and graduated on Wednesday, 30th of June, 1971, and started work as a research fellow at the University of Ibadan, which was the Rockefeller Foundation Center, at 8 a.m. on Monday, July 5. 5 days in between, because there was a weekend in the end. I am what I am today because Nigeria, my utopia country, provided an enabling environment for me to thrive and to excel. I give glory to God and thank the great citizens and parents of our nations who love this country more than they love themselves. But soon, an outbreak occurred. We later became endemic. It came as surreptitiously, slowly killing our nation. It was a disease that affected the 3 pillars of our nation, touching every stratum, damaging every fiber of our nation. The disease slew good governance, murdered societal sanctity, and eradicated individual integrity. The disease annihilated the good in our culture and elevated to prominence the ugly in that same culture. The disease came in 3 forms: greedy self-interest, blatant lack of patriotism, and unabashed shamelessness. Today, we lie to each other. The government lies to us, and we reciprocate with bigger lies, telling the government it is doing well when we know it is not. We clap our hands loudest with ovation for non-performing leader We acclaim in pretended joyous ecstasy those who should not, even when we know they are not telling the truth. We pray that our King will live forever. And he says amen. Both of us dividing each other because we know we shall not die one day. I woke up every day to hear, I woke up recently, just today, to hear that Canada no longer recognizes my genuine vaccination card. And Britain has clamped a travel ban on me. A few days ago, I had to know there was Omicron in Nigeria from outside. The same Canada was telling me that Nigerians who traveled out with negative COVID laboratory results were Omicronized. Before my own CDC finally tells me that we had the variant, detected in samples collected from people recently traveled from South Africa, I asked myself, were they the people on the entourage of President Ramaphosa, or were they other people? They did not tell us that. We painfully call the reaction of the UK and Canada, we call it racism, inequality. But I say we are paying for condoning our errors of commission, and we are for overlooking our errors of omission. Mr. President and eminent leaders of our country, we must apply Build Back Better, first to our old cherished culture. If we must reposition our country to end current and future diseases and pandemics, we must start with building back better those aspects of our culture that revered honor, that treasured integrity, that prized probity, that appreciated accountability, that valued transparency, that embraced honesty, that practiced fairness, that ensured equity, that dispensed justice fairly, and which cherished patriotism. Mr. President, the generation of Nigerians we have today is much smarter than my generation. Give them 1/10 of the enabling environment opportunity which good governance gave my generation, and Nigeria will be donating vaccine to poor Europe, as India is doing. Nigeria will be providing loans to China, and not the other way around. The first epidemic that we must address is the one affecting our culture and true Nigerianness. We must have a nation where national...
You have seen. I would love you to pay attention to that very video. On your own time, you can watch it again. The most important comment you can get there is when he was talking about the sickness of Nigeria, the illness of Nigeria, the disease of Nigeria, the disease that have been with Nigeria. Lies. Lies. The two videos I have placed here, they all confirm that Nigeria is built on a faulty foundation. Lies. The government lies to itself, and the people also are the greater liar. You see evil politician, you are clapping for him, even when you know that somebody is lying. Simply because the person is paying your bill, you'll be exalting the person. You will see somebody who is doing evil, not performing well, still be promoting it. Including those of them who is speaking, including the person who is speaking. He knows that Nigeria can never ever work. Nigeria can never ever succeed. Yet you are there talking and providing a solution that you know can never happen. Each time you mention Nigeria of equality, where are you going to find Nigeria of quality in the planet Earth? It cannot happen anywhere. The only time you can begin to see people have equal value, people begin to look at themselves as equal people, is when you break up of this contraction called Nigeria and people go back to their regions. When the nations, the whole nation that are being held captive in Nigeria go back to their own region and begin to answer a nation, begin to use their own resources to build themselves and build their people, that is when you begin to see equality. But in the contraption called Nigeria now, you can never get anything that is called equality. And I'm not just saying it because I'm saying it. A senator confirmed it. And that is absolute truth. It doesn't matter how you say it. It doesn't matter how you preach it. There is nothing you will do to make Nigeria better except you destroy the constitution they are using. But they are never ready to destroy the constitution. Instead, they are holding it very close and make sure they protect it. Watch that senator again on the warning that he gave.
When a nation or republic cannot keep faith with justice and with the truth, it will never achieve unity. It will never achieve peace, and it will never achieve progress. Mr. President, sir, one of us quoted from this constitution and went ahead to make prescription for how to move forward. I dare to tell this nation today that this is the problem. This constitution can never give us progress. This constitution can never give us peace. This constitution can never give us unity. And unfortunately, most of us in this National Assembly, we don't have the spine to face what we need to give this republic to have peace and progress. What do I mean? This constitution has 68 items. 68 on the exclusive list. This constitution has only 12 on the concurrent list. And those 12 are written so nebulously, so fraudulently, that you know that the intention is to even undermine those concurrent lists. That is why those who want unity and peace in Nigeria must first remember that the name of our republic is not just Nigeria. The formal name of this republic is Federal Republic of Nigeria. Unfortunately, we don't run a federalist system in Nigeria. Otherwise, what is so unique about all those things that are in the exclusive list? We used to have a parliamentary system, and then we wanted unity, we wanted peace, we wanted progress, and we therefore said we are going to go with a presidential system. Honestly, there are many presidential systems in the world that have peace and progress. I can't quarrel with that. But we must put in place the same safeguards that presidential system across the world put in place, so that you can have what it needs to run the society.
You can see, this is the only man I have seen in Nigeria who came close to diagnosing what problem of Nigeria is. The only man I have seen who have come very close to diagnosing the problem of Nigeria. But what did Nigerians do? After making that statement in the assembly, they threw that statement to the trash. Instead of throwing that constitution to the dustbin, those of them who are asking for one Nigeria, because we Biafrans, we are not asking for one Nigeria. Biafrans, I personally am asking for self-determination. Just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said, we are going home. But those of them who want to talk of a better Nigeria tomorrow or next tomorrow, instead of throwing that very constitution to the trash, they are protecting it by all means possible, including protecting the constitution with the blood of the innocent. They protect the same constitution that they know will never give us peace. They protect it with the blood of the innocent. They have killed almost 5 million of Biafrans because of that same evil constitution. A foundation that is faulty can never stand. It doesn't matter how you try. Once the foundation is faulty, it will surely crumble. It will only take time. It will only take a time. It will definitely crumble. You have liars. Even the people who are standing for you, people who are your president, people who are your senators, people who are your governors, they came in through fraudulent means. It is still that same fraudulent constitution that brought them into power. Then how do you think all of a sudden that will change them to do something good? When you know that their foundation is evil, all the politicians you can see, they all came through evil means. A country that can lie and lie and lie. Even when they lie before your own very eyes, you will see it and you can't do anything. You'll be helpless. Look at today. The Janjaweed government run by late Muhammad Buhari, they are now today talking about subsidy. Subsidy that this Buhari came out to tell us that anybody that is talking about a subsidy is a criminal. He told us that anybody who said that he's subsidizing Nigeria is a fraudster. And today, that same man who said that word is talking about subsidy. Since he entered power, he has been telling us the removal of subsidy. He has removed subsidy more than twice. Today, they are still talking about the removal of subsidy. The same man that told us that there is nothing like subsidy in Nigeria, that nobody subsidizes anybody, that same man After he has died, even before he died, he continued to talk about that subsidy. A lie. This is how they lie. A country that lies before you. Let me play the video for you so that you can see.
If anybody said he is subsidizing anything, he is a fraud. So all these people talking about subsidy, who is subsidizing? But there is so much fraud, as I said, and indiscipline and corruption that I don't talk about it. But the day I have to talk about it, I will ask the petroleum economists to come and tell me who is subsidizing Nigerian oil. Whose oil is it? We had 4 refineries with a capacity of 480,000 barrels a day. Let's see if they are equal. Because of corruption, they have virtually allowed those refineries, to become so inefficient that I don't think they produce half their capacity. Now, instead of taking the balance of what to be refined outside, and we used to, when there's a turnaround maintenance when I was in the training, hardly Nigerians know. Because we negotiate with oil companies, we say, okay, Nigeria is using, say, 200,000 barrels a day. Take 200,000 barrels a day. You refine it, you bring the refined product to us. You sell the rest of things we don't need. And then you call the subsidy is Nigerian crude. We ask them to take a commission for what they have refined. But when our refineries, we built 3 more refineries. It used to be one in Port Harcourt. We built another one in Port Harcourt, 150,000. It was over 250,000. Wari 100,000. Kaduna 100,000. And we asked, that's supposed to be adequate. Now, even if you are taking 250,000 barrels to be refined outside, all you have to do is to pay the fee for this refining, and you bring your own oil and sell it. And people say they are subsidizing. Who are they subsidizing? I don't understand it, and I need the petroleum economists who will explain to me this question of subsidy. It's sheer fraud. And
have you seen it for yourself? This is the same man. The late Buhari is the person you just saw. This is the late Buhari. Before he came to power, he was the one championing and saying that who is subsidizing anyone. That anybody that says that he is subsidizing Nigeria is a fraudster. You had him right. That was the late Buhari. He said, who would claim that he's subsidizing anybody? If you say you're subsidizing Nigeria, that you're a fraudster. But today, that man, that late Buhari, was in power until he died. And they are still playing the script. 7 good years now. They are still talking about removing subsidy. In fact, that is their latest distraction. The latest distraction they have now to keep us busy is that discussion of subsidy. The same man who is talking about that subsidy, that is the person you saw in the video, saying that anybody that speaks anything about subsidy is a fraudster. What else do you want to see, Nigerians? What else do you want to see before you know that you have to get out of this contraption before it kills you with lie? What else do you want to see before you know you have to get out of this contraption before they kill you with lie? It is hard time we'll get out of this very country. And Biafrans are fighting hard, and they must surely get out. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter what anybody does. Biafrans are going home. And I believe Oduduwas are going. Middle Betters will pray. It doesn't matter what they do. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here already. Let us continue to pray for our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is. Continue to pray for our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the symbol of justice in that country called Nigeria. Symbol of justice. Somebody who is standing from every indigenous tribe in the country called Nigeria. Anywhere you are, if you are well-meaning and you love humanity, you continue to pray for the actualization of Biafra. As soon as Biafra comes, so many nations that are in captivity in that country called Nigeria will be free. The freedom of Biafra is the freedom of every indigenous tribe in that country called Nigeria. And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. He's not selfish. He's not just fighting for the Biafrans. He's not just fighting for the Igbos. He's not just fighting for South Africa. Nigeria. He's fighting for every indigenous tribe. That is why we don't have to allow this to distract us. We have to focus on speaking about our freedom. Focus on speaking about our freedom. Focus on speaking about the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and anything you know you can do in this planet Earth to make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. Continue to do that. Increase the tempo. Increase the tempo. Don't bring it down. Anybody that is telling you don't do this because they will call you a terrorist, don't do this. That person is a deceiver and is an agent. It's either the person is an agent knowingly or unknowingly, because they are fighting us on different fronts, both spiritually and physically. They are fighting us. You can see many distractions coming from all angles. Distraction coming even from people whom you are fighting for. Your own fellow agitator, your own fellow freedom fighter who presumably was fighting for freedom. You will see them attacking your page, attacking your program. It is not ordinary. It is a spiritual battle, and we don't have to relent. We have to continue to do that one which you can do that is physical. Do that one which you know you can do that is physical, that the whole world can see. Then the spiritual will take care of itself. We cannot allow them. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. We will continue until Biafra come. May Chukwu guide and protect every Biafran wherever you are. May Chukwu guide and protect everyone that have shared this video, everyone that have participated in this video, every hand that have shared this video. Chukwu will continue to prosper you. May Chukwu guide and protect everybody in Biafra land that is participating in sit at home. You will never lack anything. Whatever you have lost on Monday, on Tuesday, you will get double fold. May Chukwu guide and protect every Oduduwa people. Guide and protect Sunday Igboho. Wherever Sunday Igboho is, may Chukwu guide and protect him. Secure him so that he can be safe and come back and continue the struggle. May Chukwu guide and protect us, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As they have brought a new challenge on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we cannot relent. Let us continue to pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwu guide and continue to strengthen him. Give him revelation, give him wisdom and knowledge to overcome the challenges that are coming. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be freed unconditionally. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. We will continue until Biafra comes. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from. And remember this. See you again tomorrow. Hopefully, if I have a time, I'm going to come on. Let's listen to this music.
I will never be the one to disappoint my people. My people will be the one to disappoint me. But across the bridge, there will be no more sorrow.
Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrow. No more sorrow. Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrows. Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrows. I say, across the bridge, there will be no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrows. Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrows. Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrows. Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrows. Across the bridge, there will be no more sorrows. Egyptian you see today, brethren, you shall see them no more. Egyptian you see today, brethren, you shall see them no more. The heartless you see today, brethren, you shall see them no more. The heartless you see today, you shall see them no more. The killing you see today, brethren, you shall see them no more. I say the killing you see today, Enugu State, you shall see them no more. I say the sufferness you see today, brethren, you shall see them no more. The sufferness you see today, brethren, you shall see them no more. more violence across the bridge. Brothers, there will be no more sorrow. There will be no more sorrow across the bridge. There will be no more sorrow across the bridge. No will be no more sorrows across the bridge. There will be no more sorrows across the bridge. There will be no more sorrows.
Bye-bye. See you again.